G'day everyone and welcome back to another video. Before we dive into this week's episode, we just wanted to update you on a couple of things.
Firstly, a huge shout out to our amazing community who have helped us raise $68.50 for the Smith family for December. 10% of January's revenue is heading straight to the Royal Flying Doctors. So thank you so much for all your help with that by watching the ads and liking, commenting and subscribing to help recommend our videos to more people.
Yeah, that's right. So December's revenue was a little bit down, but that's all right. You guys were probably off busy doing things like catching up with family and doing other stuff. That's okay. But yeah, if you do want to support us and those charities, watching the ads is a fast and free way to do that, as well as subscribing and liking our videos. So thank you to all of you that do that. Also, a massive thank you to all of you who jumped in and joined our Patreon community already after we announced we launched that last week. Look, if that's something that you're interested in doing and finding out some of the perks and those sorts of things you can get as being a member of our Patreon community, I'll leave a link just at the top of the video here. I'll also leave a link in the description below so you can go and check that out at the end of the video. Thank you so much again to all of our Patreons. That's amazing. Now, in this week's episode, just before we dive in, you might notice we're a little bit off our game. We're a little bit flat. We're maybe not quite our happy, bubbly, usual selves in this one. Look, we were tossing up whether to use all of this footage, whether to share it with you all, but at the end of the day, we set about doing this channel and these videos to be real and show what real life is like on the road. And to be honest, you just can't be on the top of your game all the time. So look, this is how it really happened.
Things go wrong.
This is how it happened. This is how we were. There was a few things going on off camera as well. But look, at the end of the day, this is how it happened. This is real life. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Here's what you missed last week in case you missed last week's episode. And straight after that, we'll be diving into this week's episode. Hope you enjoy it, guys.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, had to reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along.
G'day and welcome back to another episode.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us again. We are in Darwin. We finally made it. A long trip from where we were down on the Great Ocean Road only a couple of months ago, but we finally made it to the top of the country. It's beautiful and warm up here. Warm nights, warm days, it's great. Only downside is you can't really swim anywhere because there's crocodiles everywhere. So we've scooted up here. We had a couple of nights in a free camp along the way near Elliott Falls, or just near the turn off to Elliott Falls on the old Stewart Highway. Beautiful little spot near a creek. It was just going to be a quick overnighter, but we met another traveller and got to know her pretty well and had a good time hanging out with Crystal. So we decided to stick around, and it was a great place for the boys to hang out and have a good play in the water, wasn't it? Have a paddle.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
So we're in Darwin. We're going to hang out here for a couple of days. We're actually picking my mum up today. She's going to be joining us for about a week. So if you see someone else in the background, that's my mum. She's going to be hanging out with us for a week and travelling around. Excited to go and check out Darwin today. We're going to go and have a bit of an explore. We've heard there's some water parks and different things like that for the kids to do, and really just have a bit of a look around. So stick around as we go and have an explore around Darwin, and then later in this episode we'll be hitting the road again. So in Darwin here, we've just pulled into a little place on Wiki Camps called Barramundi Fishing Park. We're obviously not fisher people, but $10 a night, unpowered camping, water supply here, and look at this. There's a beautiful big lagoon here that we just set up right next to. We're on site number 1 too, which is nice. We're right at the end. Nice private little campsites. Yeah, and just really easy. We're about 10 minutes from Palmerston, which is about 20 minutes from the city. So really good little spot. So anyway, we're going to shoot into town. Mum's waiting for us, so we better get on the road and we'll go and see what Darwin's like. I haven't been here for years. Liz hasn't been here before, so keen to check it out and see a bit about what Darwin's about, but we like what we've seen already.
It's good.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. Hey boys, who are we going to get?
Grandmama!
You excited?
Yeah. Yeah! I'm just reading the paper bag Princess to Jane.
You're the best big brother.
crocodile spring rolls, bit of barramundi, potato cakes and some scallop.
Oh, yeah.
Happy days.
So this is from Frying Nemo, and it's voted Australia's best fish and chips. So, is it good? I'd hope so. Alright.
Good spot to do it. Not bad.
Look! I'm in the back! Backseat bandits.
Rex.
So managing resources is a little tricky. We forgot to get alcohol and we're on our way out to Kakadu, but the bottle shop's not open for another hour, so we're just gonna have to survive with what we've got.
Well, should go for a coffee somewhere and hang around and wait for the bottle to open.
We found a bottle-o! Crisis averted.
Crisis averted.
I don't know who's more excited, Simon or Belinda.
Pretty equal, I reckon. You can tell we're related.
We had a great day in Darwin yesterday, had a good little explore around. We just arrived at Kakadu. So we're gonna spend a few days out here. Got some waterfalls planned, some good walks planned. We're gonna take a boat tour out on the Billabong, go and have a look at the wetlands, hopefully see some crocodiles and some other cool wildlife. So yeah, got a bit planned for the next few days. We're just at the information centre at the moment at Kakadu near Jabiru. And we're just gonna go and get some info of a few other things there might be to see and do here that we're not aware of. And then it's time to go and find a campsite. So I think we're gonna go and stay down at Maguk. If we can get a spot, there's a Maguk campground, but we'll check that out and we'll go from there. All right, let's check it out. Well, we made it to Maguk. Maguk campground, or I think that's how you call it, Maguk or Maguk. That was probably one of the roughest roads we've driven on. And we've done some rough roads. Severely corrugated. Only the last 6 k's from the main road into here, 6 or 7 k's. Severely corrugated, not really wide enough or straight enough to be able to get any speed up, to be able to get up on top of the corrugation. Stop and let the tyres down, but we sustained a bit of damage. The bloody cupboard door under the sink, I'll show you, but the cupboard door under the sink, the latch let go, I think is what happened. The latch has let go, and then it's been swinging in the breeze for a couple of k's of stuff and everything flying out of the cupboard, and it's snapped itself off the hinges. So, and then getting into the campground, it's supposedly caravan friendly, yeah, but it's bloody tight. A lot of overhanging branches. Lesson learned, I probably should have gone for a bit of a walk around, but we got stuck in a couple of spots and it's really tight in between trees. The sites aren't designated. It's pretty poorly kept, to be honest. Like, it's $100 to get a 1 week pass out here to Kakadu, and then camping fees are on top of that. And it's probably one of the worst kept campgrounds. From all the reviews on Wikicamps and that, this is one of the better campgrounds in the area. And it's appalling, to be honest. There's no designated fireplaces, so there's makeshift fireplaces all over the place. There's no designated sites, so people have just sort of pushed themselves into the bush wherever they can find a spot. I don't know. I could just be a bit wound up still because I was pretty cranky coming in here. With just the amount of money you pay, every man and his dog in here is paying $100 for a family, or it's $40 for an adult for a 7-day pass. Like, do some maintenance on your bloody roads. Like, it's only a 5 or 6K road. It's not a big road to maintain, and it doesn't look like it's been touched for years. I don't know. And then you get in here and it's a poorly maintained campground. There's one little toilet block for a campground that probably holds 50 or 60 groups of campers. So, over 100 campers in here, and you got one tiny little toilet block, and it's just, you're paying through the nose for it. It's ridiculous. It's not like it's beautiful as far as the vegetation, and naturally it's beautiful, but I think the other thing with not having designated sites or more clear definition of where you can and you can't camp is that the whole area just gets pretty well trashed, like there's no grass left around because it's all been driven over or trampled, or people put fires. There's fires sort of where you need to drive, old fireplaces, and I don't know, it's all just it's a bit disappointing, I think, is the biggest thing. We were expecting to come in here, you're paying a pretty penny to be here. We're expecting to come in here and have a beautiful, campground like some of the other places we've camped. And it's just a bit disappointing.
I think that's it too. Like, I think I had really high expectations of this place because I went on Wikicamps, I had a look at all the campsites. This one has 5-star reviews, best place we've stayed in Kakadu, stayed for multiple nights, loved it. So I think I might have had my expectations a little high. And then to get in here and have those kind of roads where we've caused damage, and to come in and have just like that. Everyone who tows a caravan will go through it at some point, that debacle of getting in and, is that tight? And I stuffed up. I had to move someone's solar panel, and I was putting that back instead of watching the caravan, and Simon hit the back of a tree. And so then he's frustrated with me, and I stuffed up, but it's just frustrating.
Yeah, it wasn't all Liz's fault. It was, but it's just, I don't know, just rush. I'm a bit wound up, so I'm trying to bite my tongue a little bit and not just let loose, because maybe, I don't know, we'll wake up tomorrow morning and have a different opinion, but I'll sit down and have a beer and hopefully, two, and bloody, if they survive the trip. But
maybe the water hole here will be excellent and make up for it. I'm hoping so, because that's part of the reason we wanted to come here, is there's a swimming hole where you can swim here that's croc free. So that's why we pushed forward to get to this spot.
Yeah, it's definitely sit down in a chair and have a beer time, that's for sure.
Morning.
So, yeah. This morning we're off for a walk to Maguk Falls. We've just gone for a bit of a walk through the campground again this morning, and I don't know, a lot of people seem to really love it here, so maybe we're the odd ones out, but I don't know, it's not really floating our boat.
We've got some pretty high standards too, though.
Well, I think it's just we've just been saying too, I think it's expectations, we had pretty high expectations. Everyone had told us this place was great, and that's why I'm even cautious on these videos to talk a place up too much, because you may go there and think, what the hell was Simon on about? This place isn't that great. James has already packed it in. We've made it about 200 metres and he's already decided he wants to be carried. So
I'm going to call him James. Can you carry me daily?
I put down the top side and one on the bottom side.
There, mate. Froggy will jump up and get you. I know what I've been seeing on everyone else's campsites. Shoes sitting in the sun trying to dry. They've all done this walk already. There's a croc trap over there.
This is very cool.
It is hot and sweaty. So today we drove out this morning from Maguk campground and just went up to a little place, I think it's called the Maguk campground. It's another national park campground just south of the Coinda Lodge. So in at Coinda Lodge there's like a little caravan park, one of the caravan park / sort of resort things. So that's your caravan park option if that's what you like, is Coinda, or there's two up at Jabiru as well. But Coinda's pretty central, I reckon it's not a bad spot. In hindsight, I reckon we weren't that impressed with the Maguk campground, and these ones at Maguk are pretty good. So we made the call, we're going to give Jim Jim Falls a skip. Twin Falls is still closed, unfortunately. Jim Jim Falls is a fair trek in and back out again, and you know we've got things we have to get back to Darwin for, unfortunately. We're not normally this time limited, but it's just the way it is at the moment. We've got a few things that going on. But anyway, we're going to go back now to Coinda, have a swim in the pool there at the lodge. We might even have dinner there yet, we'll see how we go. And then tomorrow morning, we've booked into a sunrise wetlands cruise across the Yellow Waters Billabong, which
so exciting.
It's going to be awesome. We can't wait. So that's going to be a real highlight. And then tomorrow we're going to start heading back into Darwin before we head off to Litchfield. So stick around. Tomorrow morning's going to be an exciting one. We'll see you then as we hit the water for our Yellow Water Billabong tour. All right.
Yeah.
It's out.
See you then.
time to go on a boat. Are you ready to go on the boat? How was that?
That was amazing.
That was awesome.
I was very excited about some of the birds. I was there for the crocs, but the birds were pretty cool.
So that was the yellow water billabong cruise that we did this morning. Sunrise, early start. It was a bit ordinary for all of us getting up.
I still haven't had coffee.
Yeah, we still haven't. So we just come back now to Kawinda, where there's a good swimming pool that was closed yesterday, unfortunately, when we were here. So the boys are begging us for a swim, so we thought we'd better give them a swim here. But yeah, that cruise, holy hell. I was hoping for crocs, and there was plenty of them.
There was heaps.
Jabiru, sea eagles. Like, I'm not really into my bird life, if you say let's go check out some birds, but yeah, just unreal birds that you didn't get to see. There's some brumbies, we saw a wild pig, some buffalo.
Yeah.
There's just a bit of everything. It was just unreal and just a really relaxed and cruisy cruise.
And yeah, the guide was super knowledgeable.
Yeah, really good guide and learned heaps and
Really forthcoming with information and interesting facts and things like that, which was awesome.
Yeah, I really appreciated that. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend that if you're near it. And I think good value. Like it was $100 an adult, about $75 for kid. James was free, under 5 was free. So yeah, for a 2-hour cruise, somewhere as special as this, it was something we sort of decided to splash out on. We don't do many tours and cruises and stuff, but don't regret this one bit. I think it was really good value. And a great morning out. So
yeah, sunrise was definitely worth getting up for.
Yeah,
see the animals at that time.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't done the other ones, but I think the sunrise is the better one. And often, if you've got to go to a little bit more effort, it's even more worthwhile. So. Oh, sunrise, yellow water billabong in Kakadu, and sunset at the Mindle Beach markets in Darwin.
So excited we made it.
What a big day. We've arrived in Darwin. We're going to go and check out the markets, have a bit of a wander around, see what there is to see and do, and yeah, just chill out. We'll get a feed here too. We'll find something to eat. Kids are excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. We've heard all about these, but I haven't been here for years. Liz has never been, so we're pretty excited to check it out. Mindle Beach markets, done, dusted.
Done, dusted.
Everyone's buggered.
Bedtime.
Big day. You're not buggered?
You're not.
Oh, please, you're kidding, aren't you? We've been up since the crack of dawn, literally. We've been literally up since the crack of dawn. Oh, big day, big drive back to Darwin today and then at the markets this afternoon. We had a good time though. There was a good show on, had a good feed, had a bit of a look around. So all in all, good times. The markets are good. I'd definitely recommend going to them. It's part of, I think, rite of passage coming to Darwin and going to see the markets. I'd definitely do that if I was you. And yeah, we're just gonna have another traditional early night for us. We'll get settled in, get the kids into bed. I'm gonna crack a beer and then just chill out. Probably have an early night. Got a few bits and pieces to get done in Darwin tomorrow, and then we're heading out to Litchfield. So that'll be the next episode. We'll see you guys. That's a wrap for this one. We'll see you guys in the next one where we head out to Litchfield, go and explore out there. And then big things coming up. So exciting times. All right, we'll see you then. Like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and we'll catch you on the next one. Oh, I'm glad he overtook me just to get up to there to that turn off that bit quicker. Oh, yeah. He's towing a camper trailer, so I had to brake just to avoid an incident. So I used the middle button on the steering wheel to let him know I wasn't real happy with him. And then he went all of 500 metres to turn off anyway. There are some idiots out here. There's a fly in the car. I was just saying that one fly in the car is worse than 1,000 flies outside the car. Just have a way of getting under your skin, making it their mission to annoy the bejeebers out of me. I'm trying to get Liz to get rid of it for me, but she's not really playing the game. She doesn't see the significance or the importance of eradicating this fly from our existence. I don't know where it is either. It's like that one mosquito when you're trying to get to sleep at night. You know, you just flick the light off and you just settled in and it's got all comfy, and then that horrendous sound of the. Oh, this is not going to go well. You turn the light on looking for it, and every time you turn the light on, it just somehow disappears.
Turn the light off.
Off.
Where'd you come from?
Nappy, he's coming.
Quickly turn the light on to try and catch it out. It's gone again.
I can do all the filming.
Be the little next David Attenborough, won't
Yeah, I'm gonna be the filming me.
you? Cinema